Thank you, Michelle. Happening now, Winston-Salem police are searching for a missing man who has cognitive issues. Officers believe 40-year-old Travis Wilson is traveling on foot. He was last seen yesterday on Heatherview Lane. Authorities say this man is wearing a white shirt, black pants, and brown shoes. If you see Travis Wilson, call the Winston-Salem Police Department's non-emergency line or Crime Stoppers. A Greensboro family is remembering a man who died while trying to change a flat tire. His fiancee is still fighting for her life. Our Kara Peters spoke to the family of Christopher Hammonds. They're hoping through his memory, it will also encourage people to think twice before getting behind the wheel impaired.
And I'm not going to get that anymore or get to hear his voice. Ain't nobody got his voice. He's so funny.
Christopher Hammonds was born on April Fool's Day, and his family says that was the perfect birthday for an all-around happy guy. His children, nieces, and sisters reflecting on a life taken too soon. His sister Connie Anderson says she last spoke with him around 11:30 May 2nd, not knowing that would be their last conversation together.
I'll call you when I get up. I'll be ready to rock and roll. That was him, because if he done something, he did it to the fullest. Before we could get his wake-up call to go to work, we were getting this tragic call.
According to Greensboro police, Robert Lynn Faison Jr. was driving northbound on US 29 May 2nd when he ran off the roadway and struck a Jeep Grand Cherokee on the side of the shoulder with its hazard lights on. Hammonds and his fiancée were trying to change a flat tire and were hit. Hammonds died. His fiancée was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries.
She's got many broken bones, collapsed lungs, lacerations to body parts internally.
Loved ones say his fiancée recently beat stage 3 breast cancer. Hammonds standing by her side every step of the way. And now she has to take on a new battle, life without her significant other, and his children without their father.
He's not going to be here to be able to watch his daughter here who's fixing to walk across the stage. He's got another one that's going to be walking across the stage next year, or to even know what it feels like to be a grandfather.
That was Kara Peters reporting. Now, Faison Jr. is facing multiple charges, including driving while impaired. Guilford County Schools just confirmed that this man has been employed as a teacher for the district. He was suspended May 2nd, the day of the accident. GoFundMe pages have been created online to support the victim's children and his fiancée. We have a link to them and Kara Peters' story right now on WXII12.com. The Wilkes Rescue Squad's contract with Wilkes County has officially been terminated.
Those in favor, raise your right hand.
County commissioners voted unanimously last night to not renew a $210,000 agreement. They cited a breach of contract related to providing advanced life-saving services. There was no public comment before the vote. Now, 5 fire departments with similar qualifications or pending qualifications will respond to rescue needs in Wilkes County.
The other 7 or 8 agencies, I get, well, there's 9 total in Wilkes County, have all made a move to order heavy rescue equipment and to try to be compliant in the heavy rescue realm.
Without the rescue squad there and being able to back up, the only thing is within the EMS now. There is no backup. That's why they're paying that. What's odd to me is the ambulance functions the whole crux of this matter. Well, we went to the commissioners and said, we'll run just rescue. You let EMS run the ambulances. They wouldn't even respond to us.
The squad has until September of this year to get paramedics on staff full-time employed through Wilkes EMS for commissioners to reconsider. Meantime, Winston-Salem City Council is expected to vote on proposed changes to firefighters' benefits next month, where their sick and vacation time could be cut in half. The president of the Winston-Salem Professional Firefighters Association is pushing back against the proposal.
Part of what makes our fire department more, desirable to other firefighters coming in is our benefits package. If we can't recruit and, more importantly, retain firefighters in this city, we're going to become a revolving door fire department.
The city says firefighters accrue more sick and vacation time than any other city employee, and they want benefits to be equal for everyone. A flurry of activity today at the General Assembly as lawmakers rush to meet tomorrow's crossover deadline. The State House advanced a bill banning teens under 14 from using social media. House Bill 301 would allow the state to fine social media companies $50,000 each time a younger teen sets up an account. Families of teens who break the rules could also sue those companies. Lawmakers also unanimously approved a foster care reform bill that seeks to give the state more oversight of county social services departments. House Bill 612 would allow DHHS to review open and closed child welfare cases and intervene if violations are not addressed. This measure now heads to the Senate. And the House also passed a bill to eliminate restrictions on when local public school boards can set their calendars. House Bill 121 would effectively undo current law, which requires districts to start no later than the Monday closest to August 26th and end no later than the Friday closest to June 11th. However, the measure is in conflict with a calendar bill in the Senate.